Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Matt, and I am going to be making a few videos on this channel. I do have another channel which I just post like WWE 2K16 gameplays with my friend, but I decided to make a new one just to post some stuff that I'm going to just be doing by myself. So, yeah, I went to Walmart the other day and I bought MLB The Show 2016. Now, I do have it for the PS3, so I know a lot of you people are PS4 and Xbox One gamers, but I stayed cheap. Haven't bought the PS4 yet. Probably will in the next year or so, but they keep making games for the PS3, so I just keep buying them. I'm not the most serious gamer either, so it is what it is. But yeah, so I picked up the show, and I am gonna do a franchise on here and try to play as many games as possible and post those games for you guys as well. I did a fantasy draft and picked the Cubs. I'm a Cardinals fan, but I respect the Cubs and I like their uniforms and I like Joe Madden and Theo Epstein, so yeah. So I did a fantasy draft like I said. Here's my team. I've done multiple videos on this already, but they keep glitching out, so I'm gonna keep this kind of short. The other videos were like 30 minutes and I made like 4 of them, so as you can probably tell, I'm a little frustrated about that, but it's okay. So yeah, here's my roster real quick. I got Chris Archer, Lucas Giolito, Jorge De La Rosa, John Lackey, and Bartolo Colon as my main guys on my roster. And actually, you know what? Let's just go by lineup. I'll show you some of my top picks, and then we can go by lineups and pitching staff and stuff. So Machado was my first pick, Bryant was my second pick, Archer was my third pick. I took Buxton in the 4th, Schwarber in the 5th, and then Pujols in the 6th. And I think Giolito was my 7th round guy. So yeah, so those are my top guys. I'm gonna go to lineups real quick. Buxton's gonna lead off and play center. I'm a really big fan of Byron Buxton. I think he's the complete package. I kind of compare him to BJ Upton with a little bit better contact ability, which is not a bad thing at all. If you remember, BJ Upton was a 20-20 guy every year. Now he's kind of fallen off a little bit, but before he signed his big contract, he was pretty much one of the best outfielders in the league in terms of WAR. We got Carlos Beltran as my DH against right-handed pitchers, and you know, he's a good veteran player. Got Manny Machado, top 10 player in the league, gonna play some shortstop for me, and can play third as well. Got Albert Pujols at first, Big Al, the machine. Used to be a Cardinals player, so obviously I'm pretty well in tune with what he can do, although his rating on this game's too high. Got Chris Bryant at third, one of the best young and up-and-coming guys in the league with an advanced approach. Should be like a 7-8 WAR guy in his prime, in my opinion, maybe even a little higher if he has a monster season, which probably will. Got Kyle Schwarber, who just tore his ACL. That's alright because it's a video game and he's on my squad. He can crush right-handed pitching for me. Got Shin-Soo Choo, who is a good veteran player to have. Can steal a few bases and play some outfield, and good contact guy. Can hit some home runs too, so that'll help. Logan Forsythe's my super utility guy. Also my starting second baseman. If you can see his secondary positions, first, third, short, left, right, play everywhere. We got Cameron Maybin, who's one of the most underrated outfielders in the league. Has been for a few years. He just gets hurt a lot. But he had a really good year in San Diego a few years ago, got a pretty decent sized contract after that, got hurt, got traded to Atlanta, I think in the Craig Kimbrell deal, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was the Upton deal, I don't know. But yeah, Cameron Maybin, he plays a really good center field. He'll play left field for me, but got some contact, can do it all. Got Alex Guerrero, EY, AJ Ellis, and Mark Reynolds off my bench. It's not bad guys to have. We got a power hitter, we got a dependable catcher, we got a speed guy, and we got a decent power guy. So yeah, let's look at the rotation. We got Chris Archer, Lucas Giolito, Jorge De La Rosa, John Lackey, and Bartolo Colon. Decent mix of veterans and young guys. We got Archer, who's like 27. Used to be a Cubs player. We got Giolito, who's a stud, 6'6", 250, I believe, Washington Nationals. Him and Berrios and Snell and Glasnow and Urias, all those guys are going to be studs. Got Jorge De La Rosa. Pitched in Colorado's whole career, so sorry for him. John Lackey, veteran guy, and Bartolo Colon, another veteran guy who's never gonna die. I don't feel like he'll play till he's 50 years old. Then my bullpen, I got Brandon McCarthy as my long reliever. Kevin Quackenbush, definition of an average pitcher. John Axford's got some velocity. Manny Parr will be my left-handed guy. Lance Lynn, who is hurt in real life, so I assume that's why he's a relief pitcher in this game. Got Neil Kotz, who is a lefty from the St. Louis area, which is why I took him, and Erodis Vizcaino, who just took over the closing role in Atlanta, actually, from Jason Grilli. So yeah, there's that. Now let's go to my AAA lineup. We got Alan Hansen, prospect for Pittsburgh. We got Brendan Rodgers, prospect for Colorado. And actually is a shortstop prospect, as Trevor Story is doing so well, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with Brendan Rodgers and Trevor Story. Kenny Vargas, a big dude who can hit some home runs, like 300 pounds, 6'5". Jorge Alfaro, who was traded in the Cole Hamels deal to the Phillies, and the one time I saw him play was at Myrtle Beach Advanced A-Ball, where he went 5 for 5 with 4 doubles. And Joey Gallo in that same game walked 3 times. So yeah, it's a fun game. Nick Williams, not really sure where he plays, but I know he's a pretty decent prospect. We got Vlad Guerrero Jr. I have no idea where he plays, but I've read a lot about him as one of the top international guys. So he's got a lot of power and apparently a goatee at age 15 or 18. Travis Snyder, career 4th outfielder type. He's got some power. Courtney Hawkins, he did a backflip at the draft. Trevor Story. Rated really low in this game, which is funny, but it's a video game, so I'm not too stressed about it. But as we all know, he's having probably the best start in Major League history for a rookie. Off the bench, we got Jose Lobaton. Ryan Schimpf, Socrates Brito, who's getting some time in Arizona after Pollock got hurt, and Grady Sizemore, who rest in peace to his knees because he is fucked injury-wise. Then, let's see, rotation, AAA, we got Urias, who is a stud and only 19 years old. He tore it up in AA when he was 17. Vincent Velasquez, Phillies pitcher, got traded in the Ken Giles deal. Alex Reyes, who's suspended for 50 games for weed use, but in this game he's perfectly fine to pitch, and his velocity and his control are going to make him a stud, whether it be a closer role like Craig Kimbrell, or whether he'll be like a Carlos Martinez, will start as a relief pitcher and then transition into being a starter. I could see that being the path for him because I think he'll be an ace. Blake Snell, tall drink of water lefty for the Tampa Bay Rays. And Tyrell Jenkins, who was a former Cardinal, got traded with Shelby Miller for Jason Hayward to the Braves. They got Juan Nicasio, who is actually my sleeper to be a beast this year for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He saw an uptick in his velocity in spring training, which is always a good sign. So, and he's a solid pitcher. He's always been a pretty solid pitcher. Got Carter Fukumore, Fernando Torres, former striker for Chelsea. Christian Friedrich, top 50 prospect, turned, I guess, bust. I mean, pitched for Colorado, but you can only do so much in Colorado, especially if you don't have any control. Got Ray Black, Abe Welburn, and Frank Mercado. Now let's go to the AA lineup. And Justin Maxwell, pretty shitty player, could hit some home runs and steal some bases. Brandon Allen, steal some bases. Clint Frazier, really good prospect still. He's kind of ranked low in this game for some reason, but him and Austin Meadows in that same draft were like the 2 top outfielders, and I definitely remember those two. Braxton Davidson, Reed Brignac, journeyman. LJ Hose, the best name in all of baseball. Then we got Sean Coyle, Drew Robinson, Webster Rivas. Jake Depew, he's from St. Louis area, that's why I took him. Chase Darno played for the Pittsburgh Pirates and never did anything. Tyson Gillies played for a whole bunch of different teams, a plethora of teams, as one may note. Phillies, Mariners, Blue Jays. He probably plays somewhere else at this point. And then Aledmus Diaz, he plays for the Cardinals and he's raking right now, so it's kind of surprising he's a 66, but good AA shortstop to have, I guess. And then rotation, we got Severino Gonzalez, pitched for the Phillies last year a little bit. Matt Smorall, Chad Green, Todd Ruth, and Casey Kelly, a former top 25 prospect, turned bust because he has no control and a bunch of injury problems. but he pitched for Boston and got traded in the Adrian Gonzalez deal to the Padres, and then since then he hasn't done anything. We got Brady Lael, Pierce Johnson, Jake Thompson, Anthony Bishop, Brandon Heller, Patrick Schuster, and Austin House. Don't know any of those guys, but they're just there for depth. So yeah, that's my team. So let's see here. I've actually already played a game as well, so you'll be seeing that coming up in a second after this video is posted. But yeah, here's my squad. Got Machado, Bryant, Archer, Pujols, Buxton, Schwarber, Giolito, Forsythe, De La Rosa, and Lackey are my top guys, according to this. So we will see how this season goes. It should be fun to be playing all these games. Like I said, I played the first one already. I'm doing a dynamic mode, so the first games will probably end up being some blowouts, but as the season wears on, we'll see where I'm at. I'm usually a better pitcher than I am hitter, so I wouldn't be surprised if I stay around like the whatever is after rookie difficulty level, but we'll see. So yeah, I hope you liked it. Hopefully this video worked. Like I said, I made like 4 or 5 videos. This one's significantly shorter than all the others. I tried to break down all the players in the ones before, and they were like 40-minute videos, but this will probably be better for you guys anyways, so that you can just dive into the channel. Hopefully you like these videos. If not, it's not a big deal to me. I'm just doing this for fun. But yeah, like the videos, comment on them if you want, subscribe if you want. I'll be posting a bunch. Probably be posting some other videos other than MLB The Show. But yeah, so this is my first playthrough of this, so I hope you enjoy. Thanks.